Welcome to Carol and Gary's See America Tour. Hello again, everyone. As many of you know, Carol, Jasper, and I left Nashville, Tennessee recently and have returned to Nebraska to continue our self-isolation. With all non-essential businesses closed in Nashville, we weren't able to do any sightseeing. We extended our original 30 days in Nashville by a week because we were hoping to visit Thor Motorhome south of Elkhart, Indiana on our way back to Nebraska. Thor is the company that built our motorhome, so we were hoping that they would be able to look at the slider and determine why it was failing. But like so many other businesses, when I called to schedule an appointment, I found that Thor employees were all working from home. The employees who performed maintenance couldn't perform maintenance from home, so as soon as the stay-at-home policy was issued, maintenance stopped at Thor, and a long maintenance backlog began. People with appointments when the quarantine started are having their appointments pushed into the future until the quarantine ends. Thor won't schedule any new appointments until they can work through their backlog. Fortunately, we found a mobile RV technician in Nashville who came out and helped us get the slider back in until permanent repairs could be made. After deciding that Thor was not going to be able to help us until the quarantine has been lifted, we decided to continue our self-isolation near family in Omaha. And with the virus-related travel restrictions lingering, before leaving Nashville, I spent a day canceling all reservations for the rest of 2020. We left Nashville, Tennessee early on May 11th. It was approximately 350 miles from where we were staying in Nashville to the St. Louis RV park where we stopped overnight. Due to strong winds and a great deal of road construction, it took 7 hours to drive to St. Louis, so sit back and enjoy the ride. The RV park where we stayed in St. Louis was very run down and appeared to be in a very rough area of town. The next morning we set out for the final leg of our trip. It was not as windy on May 12th, but we still had 435 miles to drive, so it was another long day. On May 13th, as planned, Carol and I set out to continue our self-quarantine routine in Nebraska, basically finding a rock somewhere and climbing under it until this coronavirus has passed. We don't know how long we'll be staying at this RV park, but for now we are booked for a month. We may stay longer depending on the status of the coronavirus and if I can get an appointment to have the slider fixed. For now, this is just an update to let everybody who doesn't know that we are back in Nebraska, but trying to avoid contact with other people. Thanks for watching.